This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, it's crunch time and we have the big league game highlights. We'll show you SPSV and Salesian, St. Francis battles St. Ignatius, and Menlo Atherton meets league rival Sequoia.
Girls Hoops features Castro Valley and Bishop O'Dowd, soccer with Newark Memorial and James Logan, and we meet the St. Francis basketball star making a name for himself. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the West Catholic League, where the St. Francis Lancers come into the week just one game behind first place Bellarmine and 2 games ahead of third place St. Ignatius.
Yeah, the Lancers and Bells meet next week, but for that game to have any meaning, the Lancers would have to get past a very tough Wildcat squad in San Francisco Friday night. Logan Johnson introduced pre-game our story on Logan a bit later in the show, but right now St. Ignatius off to a fast start. Brandon Beckman for 3, and now bounce pass over to Darian Trammell, and he hits for 3. The Cats up 10-5. But back come the Lancers. It's Momo Wilmer firing from long range, and the Lancers tie this game. It was close all night long. Logan Johnson with a big first half as he drives, floats it home, and the foul. The Cats right there with him, though, as Matt Redmond nails the long shot to pull the Cats within 1. Here's Johnson again. This guy is a magician. He somehow gets this one to go. 18 first half points for Logan. The Lancers on a second quarter run. My boy Roy Wan doing his thing to put the Lancers up by 3 at the half. But the Cats come out quickly in the third. Bounce pass down low to Trammell. It's a 2-point SI lead. Great play here by Beckman as he gets the steal, then gets it back. And look at Brandon avoid defenders with a reverse lay-in. That was nice. But Johnson keeps his team in it with another long 3 for Logan, and the Lancers lead by 2. But Darian Trammell takes over from there, driving for 2, and the foul. The Cats up by 3. Later in the fourth, my boy Roy gets free and nails another 3 to put the Lancers within 2. And when Johnson gets open and hits the layup, we're tied at 63 and going to overtime. In the OT, it was Darian Trammell playing large inside for 2 here, and then a corner tray for Darian, and the St. Ignatius Wildcats get the upset win, 76-68 in overtime. The Cats all alone in third place, 1 game behind the Lancers and 3 behind Bellarmine.
St. Joseph Notre Dame taking the court as they look to wrap up the Bay County East League Tuesday afternoon. Right off tip-off Redwood Christians. Ben Sterling finds Alex Williams for 3, but the Pirates take flight from there. Cameron Baugh kicks it to Kobe Kiner in the corner, and he answers back with a 3 of his own. St. Joe's on the attack again. It's Baugh on the fast break. He passes it to Kiner, and he's going to make it rain from downtown again. Then it's Kiner showing off his playmaking skills as he dishes it to Julian Vaughns, who sprints past everybody for the easy lay-in. Pirates up 13 after 1. And they continue that momentum. Kiner with the pass to Adam Campos, who fires and hits from mid-range. Then we have Dean Select kicking it to Vaughns, and he drills the step-back J from deep, 44-16 St. Joe's at half. Redwood Christian looking to mount a comeback into the second. Brandon Brown gets the tough lay in there, but St. Joe's was on their game. Anthony Yu passes it off a defender, and he connects with Campos for the nifty lay-in as the Pirates cruise to a big win to clinch the Bay County East League for the 2nd year in a row.
It's senior night for the Heritage Patriots. You gotta love the tiaras. Heritage looking to get started early. Janae Packard intercepts a pass, takes a shot, but Kaylin Adams is there for the save. Moving ahead to the 17th minute, both goalkeepers were brick walls the entire first half. Mackenzie Long is there for the save to keep this game scoreless. Into the second half we go. The ball is cleared to the other side of the field. Savannah Boone heads this one forward, and once again Long is there for the save. But this game was far from over. The Lions break the scoreless tie with Tady Elsey with a rocket from 40 yards out, and it slips past the keeper, giving Liberty a 1-0 lead. To the 59th minute, Heritage with the corner kick. The ball pinballs around in the box for a while until Susana Garcia gets it and rips it home to tie the game at 1-1. Counting down the final moments of the game now. Still tied. Fiona Valdez with the free kick. It's on net. The ball is deflected off the keeper, and there with the rebound is Cheryl Salgado, who follows it in for the goal. And the Heritage Patriots win it to earn a share of the Bay Valley League soccer title. Each week, the Rica Center presents the Player of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rica Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
This how you play Bulldogs are undefeated, and the boys are looking sharp, leading their team to those wins. This senior wing, Brooklyn Sharp, paving the way to a third consecutive title. OL has not seen such domination in a while. 77-11 was the final score of the game, so Sharp's 34 is 3 times more than what they made. It isn't real, it is insane. They can go around, but he's to blame. You cross the bridge and it's all Brooklyn, I'm just saying.
Oh, game time, watch the Pirates backfire. It's going down, time to crown Trent Blackshire. Driving past everybody on his way to dominate. In a straight line, hey, why try to complicate? No time to wait, 78 to 71, 25, let them go to the one who's getting it done. Making a run, the ball is a gun. Trigger happy firing, walk the plank, you can thank Trent the top pirate.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's a 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Overhead throwing places enormous stress to the shoulder, and this can result in overuse injury. The rotator cuff is a group of muscles in the front, top, and back of the shoulder, covered by a bursal lining. Rotator cuff tendonitis, or bursitis, is inflammation of this area of the shoulder. Another area that can be strained is the capsule and labrum, the soft tissue structures surrounding the ball and socket of the shoulder joint. Prevention of overuse injuries in the shoulder is best done by a stretching and strengthening program of the shoulder, upper back, and core muscles, as well as posterior capsular stretching. Pitch count guidelines have been developed for baseball, and modifications can be applied to any throwing sport. If you are a throwing athlete, discuss these prevention programs with your athletic trainer to avoid overuse injury and prolonged periods of missed time from your sport.
Coming up, the Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game with Menlo Atherton taking on Sequoia.
And the rematch between Los Gatos and Palo Alto. But first, here's the World Games Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
Man, it's finally happened. They got the award-winning Pacifica in a hybrid version. Can you believe it? I'm going down to South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, where people matter, prices do not. Don't call it a minivan. It's a cool ride. Come to one of California's best, South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat in Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot. See you soon.
At Stanford Healthcare, we can now repair complex aortic aneurysms without invasive surgery. If we can do that, imagine what we can do for varicose veins. And if we can precisely treat eye cancer with minimal damage to the rest of the eye, imagine what we can do for glaucoma, even cataracts. If we can use DNA to diagnose the rarest of diseases, imagine what we can do for the conditions that affect us all. Imagine what we can do for you.
The Rikus Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikus Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements. We're back at Levi Stadium with our Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game. This one is from the Peninsula South Division, where Sequoia and Mills both had perfect 9-0 league records starting play this week. Sequoia featuring big man Ziggy Lauese, who averages a double-double with points and rebounds.
Looking to keep pace with the league leaders is Menlo Atherton. The Bears led by junior guard James Beckwith. It was a close game in the first meeting, but much more on the line this time around. It's our Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game, and our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
I'm here at Sequoia High School, home of the defending Peninsula South League champs. Tonight, the Cherokees will host the Menlo Atherton Bears. Sequoia features the Lauese family. Head coach Fine Lauese is the uncle to sophomore Leo Lauese and senior Ziggy Lauese, who are cousins. Leo is sidelined with an ankle injury, and Ziggy, the center, is making up a quarter of the team's total points and averaging 10 boards a game. For the Bears, look for team captain James Beckwith. The 6'3" junior has been MA's go-to guy all season. It's Sequoia and Menlo Atherton in tonight's CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game.
We start this one with some Sequoia defense. Padramatari strips the ball, passes to Mile Nunez, gets it back and lays it in. Cherokees lead 10-4, but the Bears not far behind. The first shot is off, but watch Bradley Stillman tip it to wide open Nick Tripaldi, and he hits for 3. But Sequoia can hit from distance too. Nunez kicks it to Atari, and he drains the long 3. Cherokees up by 6. Time winding down in the first half. Tripaldi on the fast break for MA. He finishes in the paint for 2 to pull within 3. Time is about to expire, but watch out for Sam Shull. He makes it to half court, puts it up, and it's good. What a shot, giving the Cherokees a 6-point lead at halftime. MA gets moving. Here's Javante Hill to Tripaldi to Stillman, and he makes it splash from downtown to pull within 2. Stillman feeling confident behind the arc. He gets the pass from Hill in the same spot and nails the 3 to give MA the lead. But Sequoia ties it in the 4th as Atari comes up with another steal and goes in for the easy layup. We're knotted at 41. MA answers right back as Stillman finds Will Beasley, and the junior hits the 3 to give the Bears the lead with 3 minutes to play. MA playing scrappy all night. Hill gives it to Dean Pratt down low, who finishes for 2. The Bears pull off the upset win over Sequoia, 57-49. Huge contributor Will Beasley talks to us after the game.
We came out with the same mindset as last time, play team basketball, play hard, hustle on defense, go for all offensive and defensive boards. Our defense led the offense, and we knocked down some big shots. We played a team game tonight. It was a good win.
In Redwood City with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Palo Alto student section all fired up. It's the Vikings and Los Gatos. The Vikings feeding off the crowd energy early on. Max Dorward to Spencer Rohan. Back to Dorward, who hits from mid-range. LG answers right back. Alex Braken. Guelke dishes to Dylan Belquist in the corner. He drills it for 3. The Wildcats looking for more in the second. Joe Kavanaugh finds Braken. Guelke at the elbow, and he shoots and scores from deep. But back come the Vikings. William Schlemmer with the pass to Dorward, and he shows off the crossover. Lines it up for 2. 33-32 Pally at the half. Los Gatos starting off the second half with some flair. Braken Guelke finds Belquist with a big two-handed rip, but Palo Alto takes control from there. Dorward kicks it out to Rohan, who makes it splash from downtown. The Vikes continue the attack. Schlemmer to Rohan to Will Schmutz, who fires and hits from deep range. There is no question Schmutz is clutch. The Cats trying to stay in it. Cade Toamina takes the pass, and he shoots and scores for 3 from the corner. But this one belongs to the Vikings. Dorward finishes to Rohan, who makes it rain again from downtown as Palo Alto wins it to clinch the De Anza League title. Rohan with a big night for the Vikings with 21 points.
James Logan's 12 seniors trying to move into the top spot with a win over Newark Memorial. We're less than 2 minutes in. Cougars attacking. Josh Santillan breaks free, hits the back of the net for the first goal of the game. One of my favorite celebrations right there. James Logan would tied up on a penalty kick, and here in the start of the second half, David Hernandez on the far sideline takes a shot on goal and slips it into the corner. The Colts up by a goal. But I kid you not, 30 seconds later, Cougars have it in front of the Colts net. Emmanuel Franco heads it perfectly to Samuel Kangheer, and he finishes. Kangheer ties this one up for the Cougars, 2-2. 13 minutes left. Santillan going one-on-one with a defender. He gets some space and fires it in. He got a cramp there, but was okay. Newark Memorial's in the lead. Last chance for the Colts. Gabriel Mendoza finds Kenneth Armorall. He heads it in, but Cesar Arroyo saves it inches from the goal line. Time expires, and some great fireworks after the game. The Cougars win it 3-2 to hold on to the top spot in the Mission Valley League. Valley Health Plan and the San Jose Earthquakes present our Soccer Players of the Week each week. This week's Boys Soccer Player of the Week is Middy's Matt Rose. Matt was a wall for the Monarchs in their 0-0 tie last week.
Our Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Heritage striker Susana Garcia. Susana with 2 goals for the Patriots last week. Sereno Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award every week. This week's Coach of the Week is Rob Ocone from Heritage High School, the Patriots with a big league win last week to remain all alone in first place in the Bay Valley League.
Rob O'Cone from Heritage, this week's Sereno Group 49ers Coach of the Week.
Coming up, Daugherty Valley battles Monte Vista.
And a big-time girls match with San Ramon Valley taking on Carondelet. But first, here's a tip from one of the sports offered at the Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Hi, I'm Coach Gio, and today we're going to be talking about passing the ball. When you're passing the ball, it's important to place your non-kicking foot pointed in the direction of where you want to pass it. Your kicking foot is going to be coming in, swinging your leg, and you're going to be using the inside of your foot, following through with the kick.
For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970.
This is fun territory at America's premier ice facilities, Solar for America Ice and Oakland Ice Center. You're only moments away from the coolest place in town to host your next birthday party, holiday party, even your next product launch or team building event. No matter what the occasion, make it even more special by hosting it at the coolest place in town. For a tour of any one of the 3 Bay Area facilities or to schedule your next event, visit solarforamericaice.com or oaklandice.com.
Join 99.7 now at the 2018 World Games, the biggest sporting fundraiser of the year.
Nice born to run, nice born for this.
The official California High School All-Star Game is coming March 25th to Oracle Arena. 30 of the top California high school boys and girls will ascend on the Warriors court to see who is the best. What up, it's Strawberry. I'll be hosting, but not hoping, for the entire night. For tickets and more info, just head to 997now.com.
We're from Monte Vista High School, and this is the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with a big game in the East Bay League, where Dublin is in command at 10-0, but lots of good teams fighting for playoff position below the Gales.
2 of those teams meeting this week as Daugherty Valley traveled to Zach Ertz's old school, Monte Vista, this week.
The Monte Vista Mustangs welcome junior Chris Bortz as they take on the Daugherty Valley Wildcats. The Cats feeling good early on. Donovan Sevilla giving it to Andrew Sheets, who centers up and banks in the 3. DV leads by 3. Second quarter, Monte Vista punching back. Tom Becker gets the offensive board and puts it back up for 2. The Mustangs take a 2-point lead at the half. MV comes out of the locker room red hot. It's John Giagiari to Nate Rachena to Anthony Santa Maria, who lays it in. The Mustangs extending the lead. Giagiari kicks it to Santa Maria, and he makes it splash from downtown. MV up by 6. But the Wildcats keep pace. Nick Sato strips the ball. Reese Tahira picks it up and finds Laird, who muscles it to the rack. And Daugherty Valley takes a 1-point lead there. We head to the fourth quarter now. Here's Laird again for the Wildcats. He gets the step-back jumper to go. But Monte Vista takes control from there. Giagiari takes this one straight to the rack, draws the foul, gets the bucket, and 1. His teammates were happy about that. Monte Vista goes on to win at 48-38. The Mustangs and Wildcats, both teams getting set for the playoffs.
2 very good girls teams meeting on Tuesday night. Carondelet taking on San Ramon Valley. The Cougars started off hot. Alex Brown to Allie Bamberger under the hoop for the 6-point lead. And here Carondelet up 10-0. Paige Gerhardt gets it over to Victoria Zetterberg for the Wolves' first points of the night. And the Cougars are moving the ball fast down the court. They go for the lay-in, but Katie Peterson says, no, I don't think so. Nevertheless, Carondelet continues to dominate. Shot clock winding down here. Jamie Blackard gets it to Maeva Twiggins for 3. The Cougs with a 13-point lead. Second quarter, Carondelet up 25-6. Gabby Sheebley to Isabella Zumbo, and that triple gives the Cougs the 22-point lead. But these Wolves are fighters. Gerhardt, Caitlin Gwynn, Lexi Romero, she drives to the hoop and scoops it in. Romero with 12 points on the night. But Carondelet, the 5th-ranked team in our top 10 poll, keeps its foot on the pedal. Annie Bonder to the 6'3" Bamberger, and the Cougars go on to win it 58-45. A nice showing from Bamberger, 25 points.
The Menlo Knights getting pumped up as they host Harker on Wednesday. The Eagles on the board 5 minutes into the match. Shia Zarkesh with a cross to Andrew Cheplansky. who finishes off the volley 1-0 Harker, but Menlo answers back. Johnny Ebrahimian's cross is deflected off a defender, but Billy Hamilton gets it past the keeper, and we're tied at 1-1. The Eagles fighting back after the equalizer. Nicholas Acero Blyshak with the perfect through ball to Vendat Shah, who fires the finesse shot past the keeper. 2-1 Harker Eagles at the half. The Knights trying to tie the game in the second half. Kripa Darhan kicks it to Ebrahimian, who looks for someone in the box, but Daniel Little is right there for the save. Menlo on the corner kick now as Connor Nelson crosses to Hamilton, but the header goes up into the air for Little, who makes another save to keep the Eagle lead. The Knights with one last chance to tie it late as Nelson kicks it to Alex Morgan, but his shot is wide as Harker holds on to win it 2-1. With the win, the Eagles clinch at least a tie for first place in the West Bay League.
Each week, we bring you stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Aubrey, adversity can come in a variety of forms. For Logan Johnson, the tough times he went through as a child changed dramatically with the success of his older brother. Now Logan is looking to create his own legacy. Logan Johnson's family is very close as a family can be when growing up their dad was not in the picture and their mom was often deployed as part of the Air National Guard.
You can only imagine how hectic the house was. You know, you got two older brothers, you got an older sister, and you got a younger brother. It was tough, but you know, we managed to stick together, and that's why we're so close. And if you ever look at any of our siblings, we don't only look alike, we're real close.
It was tough for Logan, but he looked up to his older brothers for support, especially Tyler. TJ is 8 years older than Logan and at a young age became a father figure for his younger brother.
It wasn't as hard for me because I had somebody to look up to in Tyler that played basketball.
Logan always wanted to be around Tyler to go play basketball, and he was hungry. He wanted everything Tyler had. To the point that Logan is right-handed, but he plays left-handed because Tyler did.
So with Mom coming and going in the military, Tyler thrived at St. Francis. He went on to Fresno State and then locked on with the Miami Heat in the NBA. Last year, Tyler signed a 4-year, $50 million contract. All the while, Logan was growing into a fine player of his own. Last season, when Logan was named our CCS Basketball Player of the Year, the family was there to honor Logan, Tyler presenting his little brother with his award on stage. From the Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tyler Johnson. Tyler won our Player of the Year 7 years ago, so we thought it would be cool for Tyler to be here to present him his plaque. So, Tyler, thank you for doing that.
Man, I'm super proud of my brother. You know, he was able to accomplish some things that I wasn't able to accomplish, both at the high school level and during his recruiting. He was a top 100 kid, which I was never able to get to. So I'm vicariously living a lot of things through him. I can only drop as much knowledge as I can, but he's definitely got next.
And got next means a scholarship to the University of Cincinnati, a school Logan chose partly because he wants to make a name for himself. He does not want to be considered the next Tyler Johnson.
See, that's where I draw the line right there. You know, people, when I was coming here, you know, it was little TJ, and I let them know real quick, you know, my name's Logan, and, you know, I got something else I could bring.
Logan had the opportunity to go to Miami his senior season and live with his brother, but he gave up the chance to live in luxury to be with the coach and teammates he loves at St. Francis.
I love these dudes to death, and I tell them that every day because, you know, I'm sure I'm the biggest jerk in practice, you know, getting under people's skin, getting people, you know, going at each other, but at the end of the day, you know, they know that they can come to me for anything, and they know that I have their best interest and I'm looking out for them.
You hear this crowd? You hear all these people? Take it all in right now.
Logan is without question the vocal team leader for the Lancers, that maturity and confidence coming from a childhood where Logan was responsible for a lot. But the family always understood what their mom, now retired, was doing back then, putting her life on the line for her country.
She brings me to tears most of the time because it's just she raised us on her own, you know what I mean? And she did it. She didn't complain about it. She didn't say, why me? She went out and she did it, and look how successful we've become.
kind of the definition of a strong woman.
Strong woman, right there.
As it turns out, the tumultuous childhood and famous older brother are character builders for Logan Johnson. He works hard to succeed, just like his mom and older brother. Logan is super intense on the court, but off it he is kind and giving and just a really nice young man. He's concentrated right now on his team and the playoffs coming up.
Awesome. Thanks, Robert. Sharks High School Hockey and the Positive Coaching Alliance bring us our triple impact competitor each week. This is a person who works to improve himself, his team, and the game as a whole.
This week's triple impact competitor is Robbie Beasley from the Dublin High School basketball team. Robbie is only a sophomore and is already a leader on his powerful Dublin squad. He carries a 3.6 GPA, participates in early morning workouts, and is pretty darn good at everything. Robbie Beasley, this week's Sharks High School Hockey and Positive Coaching Alliance triple impact competitor. One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention each week.
Here's Daniel Amina with this week's tip.
A concussion is no different than a broken arm or a broken leg, in the sense that if you do not properly heal it, you may suffer long-term ramifications. Research shows that brains without proper recovery from a concussion may experience the following mental health issues: anxiety, loss of concentration, depression, judgment, impulse control issues, substance and prescription abuse. Consult with your doctor or One Hit Away about a brain recovery plan. One Hit Away understands that your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Mission meets City League rival Lincoln.
And Castro Valley takes on Bishop O'Dowd as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues. In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, my name is Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Now it's on top, Godoy, a blast from distance, bombs away, and a ball, Godoy! There's Lima! Nick Lima continues his ascent in Major League Soccer.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. That means a reporter on scene, team interviews, and Game of the Week t-shirts. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week is the City League battle for first place with Mission and Lincoln.
Yeah, that's right. And the Bears with a one-game lead over the Lincoln Mustangs heading into the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. And Aubrey was there.
The 2017 state champion Mission Bears looking to defend its league title against Lincoln. Starting off in the final seconds of the first, Robert Lee III backs up his defender and finishes. Second quarter, Shakur Blaylock drives in, puts it up, and gets the foul. The Mustangs down by 7. But Mission would go on a run. Ben Knight sees Jerron Torno, and he nails the triple to give his team the 12-point lead. 2 minutes later, Kamiri Smith all the way out there. He throws it up, and it goes in. What a shot from Smith. A minute left until the half. Bears on the fast break. Adrian Otis the second to Knight for the strong finish. And after the half, same old Bears. This time it's Smith on the fast break, reaching high for that one. The score now 39-18. But Lincoln would put together a nice second half. Padre Somhi to Blaylock, and that's good for 3. Nearing the end of the third, we have a fight for the ball down on the court. Gabino Valdivia picks it up and lays it in. The deficit now just 9. Final quarter, Lincoln trying to cut the deficit to 7, but Anthony McBride vetoes that. That's a big man. 6 minutes left of the half. Lead to Ujob Brad to Otis the second. 4-3. He finished with a team-high 14 points. And 2 minutes later, Lincoln trying to get back in this. Valdivia bounce passes it to Rafiq Griffin. He lands a jumper. Griffin with a nice game for the Mustangs, but here mission up by 14. Knight at the top of the key drives up the middle and straight to the hoop. And 1. Bears up by 14. Minutes left in the game. Lincoln taking some shots. Blaylock to Somhi to put 3 more on the board, but these defending state champion Bears are too powerful. We're going to show you one more big-time block. This time it's Lee the third, and Mission wins it 66-55 over the Lincoln Mustangs to stay on top of the league standings. We talked to the team after the game.
With this win, they stay perfect in league. They are your defending state champion, Mission Bears. He had 14 points tonight. It was a force on the floor. Our game MVP goes to Adrian Otis. Adrian, this was a very important game. With this win, you stay undefeated, like I said at 11-0. Tell me what led to this win.
We played hard. We pressured the ball, played D, and we played together as a family.
How did you guys prepare coming into this game against Lincoln?
We knew how they play. We watched film, and we knew we had to clean up, rebound, do everything so we could win this game.
And now we're going to talk to Robert next. Robert, you have not lost a league game since 2016. That's pretty awesome. Tell me, how have you guys been able to get stay so consistent?
Our coaches push us to stay together as a family, so that keeps us together. And when we step on this court, it's like we already got chemistry, so we stay together.
Yeah, and how does that translate on the floor?
It's like we read each other's minds. Like we know every move, every step each other go take, so we capitalize off of it.
Now, Ujo, you're just a few wins away from clinching this league championship. What is that going to mean to this team?
It's going to mean a lot. We've been working for all year, and yeah.
Yeah, how hard have you guys worked? What have you guys done to make it to this point?
We've been working hard in the lab, running hard in practice, pushing each other, and staying together as a team.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. These are your Mission Bears. Guys, take us out.
Okay.
The Castro Valley Trojans doing a little dance before they take on Bishop O'Dowd in the West Alameda County Foothill League. Trojans on top early. Peyton Stanberry to Bailey Jones, who puts it away 6-2 CV. But the Dragons tie it up as sophomore captain Kayla Hankins drives to the hoop, lays it in, and 1. This one was tied early on. Castro Valley on the move. Victoria Nelson kicks it to Cassidy Marissigan. She puts it up and sinks the 3. Trojans lead 15-10. O'Dowd finding a rhythm in the second. Zakiah Mahoney to Jada Holland behind the arc, and she hits from downtown. It's a 3-point Dragons lead. The Dragons extending their lead. It's Kaylee Myers to Holland to Abigail Pagia, and she drains the long ball. Dragons head into the locker room up 14. Back from the half, BOD continues to hit from distance. It's Daly Dunn to Pagia for 3. Dragons up by 19. The fourth quarter, Castro Valley gets to work. Jones inbounds it to Sydney Bernama. She gets the bucket and 1. Castro Valley pulls within 11 here. Kaylani Uto floats it up to Greer. She gets a wide open shot and hits for 3 with a minute 40 left to play. But O'Dowd continues to bring their A game. Dunn passes to Lexi Love. Love finds Kennedy Johnson inside, and she finishes for 2 as the Dragons win it, remaining undefeated in league.
Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Sohan Shirsagar from Leland. Sohan developed a nonprofit to help kids who can't afford to go to basketball camp. The camp was staffed by all volunteers, with the players charged just $20 to attend. The proceeds then given to other charities. Sohan describes why setting up this nonprofit called Cause Sports is so important to him.
I think it's important to give back, because if it weren't for older kids when we were young, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And really it shows how most of my teammates and I are really mature and able to coach these younger kids and give back to the community.
Coming up, the Bay Area's top-ranked team, Salesian, takes on rival St. Patrick St. Vincent.
And high school hockey as Bellarmine skates against St. Francis as 49ers Cal.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with the #1 team in the Bay Area, the Salesian Pride, in action against the second-place team in the Tri-County Rock Division, St. Patrick St. Vincent.
Salesian features Connecticut-bound guard James Akinjo and a talented group looking to clinch the regular season league title this week.
The Salesian Pride stepping into their den to take on the SPSV Bruins for this sold-out game. Early on, Bruins on the attack, but the McClanahan twins have that twin thing going on. Javon the steal, Jaden the layup, 17-14 Salesian into the second. Javon with another steal. He tosses it to Houston Millette, and he nails this one from behind the arc for the Pride. SPSV still going hard. Marshall Martin finds Jalen Scott, who connects with Deshaun Jackson for the dunk. He's 6'8", Salesian with a 6-point lead at the half. Third quarter now, Jaden McClanahan finds Tyler Brinkman in the corner, and he sinks the Salesian 3-ball. More Pride action here. James Akinjo to Jaden McClanahan to Jefferson, who drains it from deep in the corner. The Bruins don't give up, though. Jake Elizalde passes it to Martin, who lays it up. The Pride lead just 4 now. And here it's Akeel Edwards bringing it over to Chance McMillan. He hits the back of the rim. It goes all the way up and into the basket. 3 for the Bruins. But the Pride is just too strong. Javon to Jefferson for the last basket of the game for the Pride as they take this one 80-70, clinching first place in the Tri-County Rock League.
Sharks High School Hockey League action now as St. Francis meets Bellarmine. The Lancer goalie Bill Collins hot early as he gets the blocker save here. But later in the first, Brendan Carey gets it over to Cole McGowan, who fires at home 1-0 Bells. Second period now, nice work by Nolan Stewart. He picks up the loose puck, then hustles after the rebound and fires from an impossible angle as the puck goes off the goalie skate and in. 2-0 Bells. Third period, here's Stewart again, this time setting up Carey, who rips it from just inside the blue line to give the Bells a 3-0 lead. St. Francis fighting back, Sean Sweeney racing in 1-on-3 and still gets free, going top shelf, and the Bells lead is now 3-1. But here's Max Abeen weaving through the defense and firing a blistering shot from close range for 1 Bells. One more for the Lancers, and it's Sweeney again and again. He fires high into the far corner to light the lamp, but not enough as Bellarmine wins it 4-2. 4 different players scoring for Bellarmine.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrate players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is Ross Williams from the Bishop O'Dowd basketball team. Ross driving into the lane and hitting the bucket and taking some punishment for a 3-point play in the Dragons' win. Ross Williams doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. If you like us on your TV, go ahead and give us a like on Facebook. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our Bay Area young people.
So each week they bring us tips on how our teens can drive more safely. Here's this week's safe driving tip.
Hi, my name is Andre Fatehi. I go to Leland High School, and I'm here for this week's South County Chrysler driving tip. Compared to all other age groups, teens are the last likely to wear safety belts while driving or as a passenger. Safety belt technology has come a long way in recent years with overwhelming evidence wearing safety belts saves lives. Once you get in the habit of buckling up, it becomes second nature and just might save your life.
Coming up, our second block construction blockbuster game. It's the big game in the Diablo Foothill League as Clayton Valley battles Los Lomas.
And Branham takes on Westmont in a first-place contest. You're watching the top high school sports show in the nation, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
South County Ram is your custom headquarters. We have the largest selection of lifted new trucks, Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500. If you want it your way, we'll custom build it for you. Looking for a custom Jeep Wrangler? We've got those too. Take the new 2018 Ram 1500 regular cab for $16,999. Ram Pro City for $15,999. Perfect for your business. The Start Something New sales event is on now at your #1 volume dealer in all of Northern California. South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, and Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
First National Bank.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, it's the showdown in the Diablo Foothill League as league leaders Clayton Valley and Las Lomas meet.
Both teams with 5-1 league records, with the winner taking over sole possession of the league lead. It's the Block Construction NCS Blockbuster game, and our Austin Manili was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It's one of the biggest games of the year for both squads as Las Lomas and Clayton Valley battle it out for first place in the Diablo Foothill League. Last time these two met, the Ugly Eagles came out on top with an 82-63 win over the Knights. And both Nick Klarman and Garrett Pasco being a huge reason why Clayton Valley has been nearly unstoppable all season. But all eyes are on the dangerous duo of Nathan Robinson and Devin Payne, two very talented seniors for the Knights. You know they'll be putting up some big numbers here in this ballgame. So let's get straight to it in tonight's NCS Block Construction.
The Knights will come out roaring. Robert Prince makes a drive to the basket with the and-one bucket and the 11-6 lead. A few plays later, it's Prince again doing what he does best as he intercepts a pass and takes this the other way for two. Nate Robinson would then give the Knights the commanding lead with this layup for two. Las Lomas led as much as 15 points in this game. Very next quarter, Uggs making a comeback. The Boston U commit Garrett Pascal with a dribble-up jumper, and it's good. But the Knights took control in this half. Jason Holman at half court jukes out a defender with the runner, and the Knights lead 44-35. Into the second half, and this is where Clayton Valley starts making a comeback. Pascal inside to J.D. Williams on the block for the lay-in. Pascal would dish this out to Zach Martinez and inside to Nick Klarman as the Uggs now trail by just one. A few plays later, it's Prince again having fun here as he makes a tough shot in the middle of traffic. But watch out, because here comes Clayton Valley. Nick Klarman nails this three, and this game is tied at 59 all. Moving ahead into the fourth, Nate Robinson takes this one to the hole, and the Knights take a commanding lead on multiple free throws later in the quarter. And Robinson had himself a night. He'll take this up strong for a total of 32 points in this game. The fans storm the court as the Las Lomas Knights pull ahead into first place. Robinson and Prince talk to us about what worked for them in this game.
Defense, we just try to get it with defense. That's how you win games. So we just got to play defense, we win games. As you can see, feels good as of right now, but we got games that's later in the season, so we just got to prepare for those.
When we lost at Clayton, the next day, we just watched film on that and saw the things that we did wrong and the things we did good. And we just took from that and we just learned. We just prepared for this game, like right from when we lost to now.
In Walnut Creek for the Blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
A huge game in the Santa Teresa division. Branham looking to dethrone the undefeated Westmont Warriors. Branham off to an early lead with a nice mid-range jumper from Katrina Nazevich. And the Bruins keep it going as Tori Mock floats it to Nazevich, and she lays it up and in. Time running out in the first. Westmont on the move as Emily Hayashi drives to the hoop. The ball finds Andrea Benning-Haas, and she puts it away. The Warriors with a 2-point lead. But Branham steals that lead in the second. Ashley Harris trying to get the ball to Hot Nazevich. She does, and check out that fadeaway. Bruins up by 5. Third quarter tied at 27. Sydney Santo finds Naya Edwards, and Edwards fights a defender for that basket. That led to a 10-point run, but Branham came alive in the fourth. That's Peyton Scattini sinking that one from long range. 2 minutes later, Branham takes the lead. Mock on the breakaway. No one is going to catch her. The layup goes in, and the Branham Bruins take this one 51-42 to tie Westmont for first place in the Santa Teresa division.
The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Garrett Pasco from Clayton Valley. Garrett for the Ugly Eagles with a whopping 4.4 GPA.
Very impressive, and he's going to Boston University next year. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker celebrates Kicks Against Cancer, an annual fundraiser for Camp Akaizu by Harker soccer teams. In mid-January, students sold T-shirts, ran a soccer bowling game, raising $2,700 for the camps, which provides support, respite, mentoring, and recreational programs for families affected by childhood cancer. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us great advice on how to use their software to make highlight reels and team videos.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
Something that's very helpful with the Creative Cloud is the stock pictures and video footage available. If you need a great shot at a reasonable price, just type in what you want and you'll find a variety of shots or pictures to use. These are royalty-free and ready to place in your project. Just another way the Adobe Creative Cloud makes it easier for you to make team videos or highlight reels. Coming up to the Bay Counties League for University and Stewart Hall.
And top boys soccer action as Half Moon Bay hosts Mills. But first, here's the World Games Top 10 boys basketball poll.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
Back at Levi Stadium in a big game in the Bay Counties West, the University Red Devils lead the league with a perfect 5-0 league record, 21-2 overall.
But just one game back is Stewart Hall coming into this game, the battle for first place this week.
Senior night at University High with senior captain Spencer Spivey among the honorees. Stewart Hall looking tough early. Thomas Wolber driving into the lane, a little pump fake, and he hits. University right with him. Julian Manyika says, "You got to get me that." Okay, Julian nails the triple. It's a 7-point Red Devils lead. The Hall a little beaten up right now, but still playing hard. Nigel Burris floating it in there. And when J. Henry Ryan hits this three, it's just a 3-point University lead late in the second. But all University from there. Spivey driving to the rack for two, and the foul. And then toss it out to Spivey, and that's his inside and outside game in a nutshell right there. Just seconds now before the half as Spivey throws it ahead to Charlie Moore with a quick catch and shoot to beat the buzzer. Great shot, Charlie. Second half now, more Red Devils, Spivey to Moore, and that's more of the same for University. And now it's time to have a little fun. Spivey to Moore for the one-handed slam-a-jamma. And now Max Fried ahead to Moore in stride for the two-handed rip. As University remains unbeaten in league, the Red Devils looking to be a force in the D4 playoffs. Moore leading the way with 21.
The Mills Vikings getting warmed up on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon to take on the Half Moon Bay Cougars. After a goal made by Saul Cacho, Octavio DeLeon sends the ball down into the box. Giovanni Hamilton is there to knock it into the net. He shows some fans his love. It's 2-0 Cougs. And here it's Antonio Vega with the pass, sending the ball up and over defenders to find the top of Saul Villafuerte's head. Cougars now with a comfortable 3-goal advantage. Half Moon Bay is on fire. Vega again with the pass into the box. It's deflected by the Vikings, but Cacho is there to score. He'd end the night with a hat trick. Second half, Jake Yee weaves around the defense and connects with Fabian Gonzalez. He gives it the final touch, and it's a goal. But the Cougars would take this one as they stay undefeated in the Peninsula Ocean League. Cacho with the hat trick, 3 goals.
How about those Branham Bruins? The boys having a fine season.
The team meeting with 99.7 Now Strawberry at the Rikus Center to talk about it earlier this week.
Hey, we're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. They had a long drive to get here, so let me introduce you to the Branham High School basketball team. And let's start things off with one of the captains. Let's talk to Brandon. 9-1 in league already. You guys are crushing it, but as a team, how do you make sure you're not celebrating too early?
We just got to stay hungry, you know. We still have 4 games to play. All the other teams in league still have 4 games to play. Nothing is settled yet. And we just got to keep playing with that chip on our shoulder like we emphasized all year.
You have a chip on your shoulder, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're coming after him?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk to my guy DJ here. 9-1 right now in league. Tell about the process of the preseason, though.
The process of preseason, we had a pretty tough schedule. We had a lot of A teams, and we are a B League team, and I think that got us like very battle tested. So like we had some very tough competition, and going into league, we were already ready, and we have been in some tough situations. So we knew it was going to be coming to us, and we were ready.
And the goal for this team is what this year?
Is to win league.
Of course, of course. All right, let me find my guy Jacob over here. What makes this Bruins team so special?
I think just the chemistry we've developed over the year. It's really helped us in the long run. You know, we had a team meeting a couple of games ago when our energy wasn't where we needed it to be, and then that really helped us to get ready for this end of the season. And we just got to focus on finishing strong and completing our journey of winning league.
And who's picking up the tab at all these team dinners? Is that Coach?
I mean, if he wants to, I don't know.
All right, the Bruins are going to take the court. A lot of basketball to play. Trust the process. My name is Strawberry from 99.7 Now. You can tune in every night at 7 o'clock. All right, Bruins, take us away.
Bruins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
DG presents the Be Happy play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to University. Time running down in the half. Spencer Spivey tosses it ahead to Charlie Moore. He catches it and shoots it in midair to beat the buzzer, and the Red Devils were pretty happy. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. It might be this play, it might be that Be Happy play, but maybe not.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Davon, and today's training tip is a resist rotation. So first she is going to get into a stabilized training base, and then from there she is going to press the cable out in front of her and hold it. Okay. And then if we want to make this a little harder, she can bring her feet closer together, or I can pull on the band a little harder. And then you can also switch from a resist rotation to a assist rotation.
The winner of the Service by Medallion play of the week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
May 21st.
It's May 21st?
Yes, it is.
I had no idea.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's play of the week.
Play of the week.
First up, we have Deshaun Jackson for SBSV with the dunk. Get out of the way, dude. We're trying to watch the game. Next up, Charlie Moore for University. A cross-court pass ends with a slam. Here, Brandon Beckman from St. Ignatius knocks it loose. Go, go, go. He finishes with the reverse lay and a big win for the Wildcats Friday night. Next contender, Sam Schultz from Sequoia pulls up and lands the long ball to beat the buzzer. One of my favorite blocks of the year coming up here with Mission's Anthony McBride denied. But the play of the week goes to Charlie Moore from University. Moore catches it in midair, and that's a fantastic alley-oop, one of the best I've seen. That's Spencer Spivey tossing it up and Moore landing the basket for our play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week as we meet the soccer player from Milpitas battling a lifelong illness. We will see you next Sunday.